Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Filmmies. This is our award show that we do at the end of every episode. We got 6 awards that we're going to give out to different people involved, different parts of the movie. We're starting out with our fit check. So this is our best or worst fit of the movie. Who gets your fit check?
So my fit check goes to Marty, and he had a lot of fits. So that I was already leaning towards Marty anyway, but it was more so like narrowing it down to which one I actually wanted to give it to him. And it's just like a casual fit. Like it's just, well, it's not casual. It's actually pretty formal. But he's wearing like these baggy brown dress pants. He's got a white short sleeve button up, and then a navy blue vest on top of it. And then he's rocking his glasses. Like I'm gonna throw it on just for as I'm talking about his fit check. I got the glasses that's kind of like he's wearing the black brim and then kind of like the gold under. And I was just messing with it. I mean, I saw quickly in the movie. I'm like, I just gotta mark that as my fit check because I'm probably gonna forget it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I like that fit. I'm sticking with it, and that's my fit check.
What do you remember what part of the movie that was? Is that
I
when
don't.
he's at the dinner or the lunch or whatever with Rockwell? I feel like
I think it. You know, I think it is the dinner. I think it is
Okay.
the dinner. Actually, yeah, I think it is at the dinner.
I mean, yeah, the glasses are clean. Hey, appreciate you, Mr. Safdie, for sending us the glasses for Dion.
Oh yeah, for
right
sure.
Then.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Appreciate that. Those are the real ones Timmy was wearing in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My fit is actually not even in this movie.
What?
I went with the Marty Supreme jacket from the promos, dude. The blue jacket with the black sleeve. I mean, there's all different colors, but my favorite is the blue, the black sleeves. It says Marty Supreme and has the 3 orange stars on the chest. They gave it to all sorts of celebrities. The jacket is just hard. I need one.
Yeah.
It's super
it
dope.
is tough.
They gave it to, I got a list here, Kylie and Kendall Jenner.
Yeah.
Actually, how many can you guess of this list? How many people can you name off?
I know Tom Brady had one.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
Actually, I didn't. ASAP Rocky.
No, Kid Cudi.
Oh, Kid
Cudi had one. Well, unless ASAP Rocky saw one that I didn't see, but Justin and Haley Bieber.
Okay.
Frank Ocean got one. Central C. Drewski. Lamine Yamal, the soccer player. Steph Curry. Susan Boyle. Bill Nye. Anthony Edwards. Michael Phelps. Ringo Starr. Patti LuPone. Misty Copeland, who's a ballet dancer. And Kevin Abstract. Just studs. There's just it's such a cool coat. I need it.
No, I need it too. And I remember I was looking it up. I was thinking of buying one, but it's hella expensive.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I mean, I guess I could ask for Christmas. I was just been like, yo, guys, give me this Marty Supreme jacket for Christmas.
Imagine you pulled up to the episode rocking that. Damn.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards. The Anthony Edwards one makes sense because, yeah, he loves ping pong. Because I remember during the last Olympics, he was talking about how we're not even talking about. He was just at all the ping pong matches. He went to all the ping pong matches, and he was saying that he wanted to play for Team USA. Yeah, and he did a YouTube video playing against like one of the professional ping pong players.
He get smoked,
and obviously, yeah, he got smoked. He was feeling nice though. He returned a couple, and she was like, "Oh, I'll do a couple like soft ones for you." And then he went hard, and everyone was like, "Oh, okay." And then she was like, "All right."
Yeah, and then let me watch this guy.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, all right, another level to this. There is levels. He's good though. He actually returned some of her crazy hits, but there's levels, dog. Like she's professional. Yeah. You're a professional basketball player. You do this in your off time.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a good point. But yeah, that's my fit. Not even in the movie. I think that's my first time ever doing that, but hey, I felt like it worked.
We make the rules, so
it's our words.
It was just so crazy to hear. My fit's not in this movie. I'm like, I don't know what are we doing here? I don't know what's going on. But that makes sense.
Next up, we got our Ferris Bueller Lazy Award. So this is something that someone did in the movie or behind the scenes we consider lazy, and we are big fans of Marty, who worked very hard, so we will not accept any laziness. So who gets your Ferris Bueller Award?
I gave it to Rachel, and I do this type of Ferris often. I realize is like someone being short-sighted in a movie where I'm like, okay, it's lazy. It's lazy, and it's her with the black eye makeup plan. Like, I don't know what she thought, where this is gonna go. Like, first of all, on the husband side, he didn't beat you, so now you're gonna fake this black eye. He just got smashed with the thing, and it's like not like you can't go to the police or at this because then it's gonna be a lie. And then Marty's the one that assaulted someone, and then also. How long are you gonna hold up with the black eye? Are you slowly gonna make it lesser and lesser?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You know what I mean? Like, how are you gonna handle this situation with this fake makeup? Like, to me, it's just so short sighted. I'm like, come on, Rachel. Like,
yeah, and knowing like, okay, if I have a black eye, maybe I shouldn't put in this crying performance to Dion so I can stay in his house because it's gonna run my makeup. Maybe think of that.
I don't know. Come on, Rachel. That's all.
Yeah, it's a good one. I mean, there's my lazy word is, I guess it's kind of short sighted too. Sometimes like there wasn't one that jumped out at me at this movie, so I had to think about it. But I gave it to Marty, and it's for not listening to the hotel manager that told him not to use the bathtub. He told him.
That is true. That is
like,
true.
if you go up here, like you can't use it, and he used it and fell through the floor and. Yeah,
and I agree that is lazy for Marty not listening to him, but it's also wild for him not to give the context of what will happen if you
fall
use
through
it.
the floor.
Yeah, like there's one thing, like just don't use it. It's like, what? Does the water not work? Oh no, the water's working. He's tripping. You know what I mean? Like you still shouldn't use it, but like that's some heavy context that I think definitely should have been added to it.
You know, it's maybe the lazy award should go to the hotel manager for not properly explaining and put like a tape over the tub or something, or put a sign. Like, don't just be like, hey, by the way, because what if like you told me I'm going to stay in this room with my wife and I forgot to tell my wife and she goes to take a bath. Like you put a sign like do not use, out of order. Maybe he deserves a lazy award.
Maybe, honestly. That now I'm even thinking mine. There should have been some kind of signage, something. Yeah. It was just left open, like nothing. Turn off the. Well, I don't know if you can turn off the pipes for an individual spot. Probably not, but just something. Cover it up. You know, anything. So maybe I'm changing my late. Maybe I.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. let's certify. Let's certify that guy.
Yeah,
we changed it. Hotel manager, you're certified lazy.
100% lazy.
Get some signage on your bathtub.
Lazy bastard.
All right. Next we got quote. What was your favorite quote?
I goes to Marty, and the quote is, "Having a purpose isn't a blessing; it's an obligation, and it costs you." And I thought that's a tough line, first of all, and I just feel like that quote like gives someone a strong idea of the kind of person that is without even like having the full context of the character. Like if you just heard like, oh, this person said this, what do you think of this person? I think you can get a strong idea of how that person operates saying something like that. Sounds very arrogant. That's definitely a very arrogant person. It's like it's an obligation.
Yeah.
It's not a blessing.
That encompasses like the whole movie. Like that's what the movie is about, is like this guy that's singularly driven to do whatever it takes. And every time something goes wrong for him, he figures out another way because it's an obligation. He must. Yeah. That's why.
100%. Yeah. And that's why it's my
Who did he say that to?
You remember? I don't even remember, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I know you watched this before it came out, big fancy pants, so you watched it a long time ago. You don't remember. Yeah. My six man. Or sorry, we're not on six man. We're on quote.
Oh, quote, yeah.
My quote, I gave to Marty as well, and he says this to Rockwell. He says, well, if it's any consolation, I'm about to drop a third atomic bomb on the Japanese.
Yeah, that's what
I already said it earlier, but like, just when he said that, I was like, what? No, he didn't just say that. Like, that's just a wild thing to say in the middle of a restaurant. That's
absolutely insane. That was my runner up. I was leaning between that and the other one, and I was like, is this too wild to say it's my favorite quote? Well, clearly not, because you picked it. So I guess I could have doubled down on it.
That got a big reaction in the theater, and it wasn't even just like it was half laughter, half shock, half like just like confusion. Just like, did he really say that? Like, it was great.
Yeah, that's the same feeling was in our theater too. It was like, did he just say that? And then followed by laughter, like, wow, that's crazy.
Okay, six man. Now this is our Payton Pritchard award. This is someone with a small role in the movie, came off the bench, went off, did the most with that small opportunity. Who is your six man?
I gave it to Dion because he created the
His name is
iconic
Dion?
ball and he has an
Oh.
iconic name. That's
Yeah.
I had to give him a shout out in some sense, but I gave like an honorary mention to Tyler for I think he
Mm.
played the role pretty like perfectly and it felt authentic to him. I honestly kind of felt like he was playing Tyler the Creator, which is
Yeah.
why it's probably why he wrote it that way. I mean, obviously, it's not Tyler the Creator because Tyler doesn't have kids. He's not a dad and stuff like that. But just the way the character was talking, it felt
Mhm.
like I could hear Tyler saying all these things.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, you said he wrote it for him, so
Yeah.
that makes total sense that he Josh was thinking in his own mind, like, what would Tyler do in this situation? Or like,
Yeah.
I'm writing this type of character. Tyler the creator is this character.
Yeah.
So it just totally works. Yeah, he was great. Dion, he was cool. I mean, he kind of gets bitched throughout the movie. Like he's like, I mean, Marty's taking advantage of everyone. To be fair, it's not just him. And he, the whole pregnant, they're gonna throw a pregnant girl on the street.
Oh yeah.
And she's screaming. I'm glad his parents did end up showing up. By the way, when they were like,
yeah,
my parents. He kept going. My parents are gonna hear my. I'm like, how are they not hearing you? And then he finally does show up. I'm like, okay, thank God. I would have been so pissed if they just like didn't hear them.
Same. I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, they're literally screaming. I'm like, how deep of sleepers are they?
Yeah. But even in that first meeting with Marty and then Dion's, it's his dad, I think it is, where he's like, where they're pitching the orange ball. He's like, no, we're going to do this. He's like, oh, just go get me a cup of coffee. He's like, no, we're talking business. I don't want to go get you a cup of coffee. Just go get me a cup of coffee. Be like, no, man, I'm a real man. He's like, get me the cup of coffee. And then he kind of, Marty, you want a cup of coffee? I was like, oh, man.
Yeah. No,
felt bad for the guy.
He did get bitched out.
But he was a helpful character.
But what about you, though?
What about you? My sixth man is Merle. This is Kay's publicist.
I think I know. I think I know where you're going.
This guy comes in, has like 4 lines, and goes off, and is 2 great quotes, and then he leaves. And this, to me, this is the perfect sixth man. He comes. I just have the 2 quotes that
I don't know what the second one is. I know definitely what one of them is. But I'm curious. I don't know if I remember the second one, but go.
So this is when Timmy sees Kay backstage before her play, and he comes in, and Marty's like, oh, I really wanted to be on Broadway too, but I'm just not good enough. And he says, that's okay. Broadway needs ushers too. I was like, damn, that's kind of hurtful. And then he says the quote that we all probably remember. When you see her act, you're going to feel like you got your cock sucked by a vacuum cleaner. What? Like, what? You her publicist, so you're gassing her? I get it, but like, Jesus, dude.
That was crazy.
And then the only time we see him again was when he's like, hey, the review came in. Come, we'll read it or we'll listen to it.
Yeah.
And then we never see him again. And yeah, that was enough for me.
No, that was great. That is I love that six man. That's a great six man.
All right, next we got best scene. What was your best scene?
My best scene was the tub falling scene with the mobster, like it coming down. And to me, like, there's so many aspects of like the I was saying anarchy, just the wildness going on. That's just word, like this honestly. Of the wildness going on that that makes the scene so memorable. But to me, it was just the scramble that went into clarity of like when he's like, "Oh, someone please, my dog," and Marty's kind of like looking around. He's like, "Please help me with the dog. I'll help you." Marty's just kind of like, he's just like, "I'll pay you whatever I want," and then suddenly, zoom, like everything just like focuses right. And he's like, "Wait, what did you just say?" Because before he was ignoring, like, yeah, whatever, yeah, your stupid dog, I'll pay you whatever you want, and then like then he's just like locked, and he's like, "What do you need?" He's like, "My bag's over there." He sees the money. He's like, "Okay," and then like everything's changed, and the whole plot has basically just shifted. Where it's like, okay, we're doing this thing with the dog. And I thought that was crazy, which it was it's something I don't know if I've seen in a movie before. It was just done so well of just like, everything was just all over the place. And then suddenly it just became so clear. And I was like, oh, that's dope. I like that.
That's a really good point. I didn't think of it that way. Like the chaos and then Marty just immediately focused because he sees a way to get something that he wants. Because this guy's like, insanely selfish, right? He doesn't 100%. Like, oh, help, you just fell through the floor onto this guy, which isn't really your fault.
No,
we talked about how it's kind of the manager's fault, but it still kind of happened, and his arm's all messed up. They're like, take the dog to the vet. Like, is that really that hard to do? And he's like,
No.
nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Oh, money's involved?
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm interested.
Yeah.
What do you need, sir? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear you properly, sir.
Yeah. But that's a really good point. I like that.
That's why it's my favorite scene, though.
And that scene too, because I remember like in Uncut Gems, you talked about like the chaos of when they're stuck in like the booth, and then this guy's screaming over here. I know, like, that's just what these movies are. So like this scene in, there's a lot of scenes like that in this movie, but this is one of the most too, where like the manager's over here trying to fix the water, and then the paramedics are here trying to fix this guy's arm, and the dog's barking, and then this guy's trying to figure out what to do with the dog. Like, there's just so much going on.
It's just so interesting to me how they layer their scenes like that. It's like, okay, we have a conflict. How do we just create more and more anxiety in this scene? And it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so much anxiety inducing things in the scene.
Yeah, they should have had they could have had Kay walk in and be like, Marty, what are you doing here? And then Rockwell come in too and be like, wait, you know my wife? And,
yeah, 100%.
It wouldn't really work in that scene, but like,
no, but I know what you mean.
More and more
yeah,
stuff.
Just more ways, 100%. But what about you, though? What was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene was the hustle at the bowling alley with Wally, Tyler the Creator's character. I liked that they didn't put like a planning scene where like, okay, this is how we're going to do our hustle. He kind of says like, okay, we're going to go and how much money did you bring? We're going to do the thing. And these characters don't need it. You know, we understand they have like a pre-established relationship. And then for us as the viewer, we can slowly figure it out as it's happening. Mm-hmm. We can like, okay, he's messing, he's losing over here. He's got these stupid things in his nostrils, I guess, just to make people feel bad for him.
Yeah.
And then the guy leaves because his girl wants to bowl. Then we get the long tracking shot of the guy walking back to the table. And he says, because they're all cheering and going crazy, he's like, oh, well, what's up? What's up? Oh, this guy's, he's taking all of his money. He's taking all of his money. He's like, oh, no, don't worry, we'll get you home, buddy. Like, no, I'm not giving it. We'll get you home. So, like, we see how it works as it's unfolding as opposed to, like, just telling us. And then we directly into a fight at the gas station, and then Wally getting mad at him, and it drops. So we're at a high, right? They won all this money. Everything's great. Nope, we're going to fight everybody, lose your dog, and now Wally's kicking you out, and now you have half the money that you even thought you did. So, like, the way this movie does, it brings him up. Yep, we got to win. How do we bash him right down to rock bottom? We'll do it all in one scene.
Yeah. Wait, now that I think about it, it's an interesting play in the 50s to have the people, how much of white people have the sympathy for the black guy.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about that now. That's an interesting play. You got to know your towns.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. I was like, why don't they do this the other way? Where like
the black guy's the bad guy.
Yeah. But maybe that would actually just result in him being killed. So maybe
exactly.
But like if your hustle is hinging on people feeling bad for this black guy, sometimes it's just not going to work.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. And then don't they call him the N-word, or don't they say a slur at him later too?
Yeah, I think when they're fighting at the gas station, they call him N-word.
That's when their true selves come out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when they steal their money, that's fair.
Yeah,
well, 100. It's not fair, but like, you know what I mean?
You understand.
I understand why they're angry. Not saying that's fair.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, it wasn't until this conversation that I literally thought about, like, hey, yeah, they did the sympathy thing for the black guy in the 50s. That is an interesting take. They know their towns. That's what I'll give it to them. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. So. Like, we cannot do this in Mississippi or whatever.
No, true. Yeah, they're in New York, so
yeah.
Maybe they're not directly in New York City, but they're in around there, so it's
they know
not. Yeah, they know they can do it at least. All right, finally we have our MVP. Who's your MVP?
I gave it to Josh Safdie, and I've been gassing up a lot of the elements I liked about the movie that directs right to him, which like the style of it, the story structure that I was saying I really enjoyed. And just the attention to detail. Like I always like to listen to interviews or like little YouTube videos on people talking about this, like either the actors or the director. And I got to listen to only one of his interviews, but just how heavily involved they are, just like with like the casting and stuff like that. Like lot like every movie has a casting director. Some directors a little more standoffish, like, yo, I'll let you do like your job, and he lets them do their job, but he's very much like, I want to make sure that they really fit that character, even if it's just like an extra. It's like, no, I want the extra to look like this. Even like what they're wearing, like, he's so heavily involved with. They're really involved with the music that gets played, like when it gets played, and just I just appreciate the attention to detail that he puts into it, and just him talking about the amount of research that he did. He's just like, I read a whole book on the Harlem Globetrotters, and that was only like 5 minutes of the movie. But I just wanted to make sure it was authentic to what actually happened. It was just crazy. I can appreciate that attention to detail.
Yeah, respect to him for that. I did not know that. That's actually crazy. But yeah, it's a great MVP. I mean, the direction was really great in this movie. I think like having Marty being so wiry but also charming, like it's tough to do, and obviously it's a joint effort with probably Timmy and Josh, but the writing of this movie was really great. I talked about like all the loose threads and how they come back at the right time, right when you forget about a certain plot line. I thought like I said, the set design it felt really good. The movie looked great too. I mean, that's cinematography as well, but I mean, the director has a hand in that. Like just everything that he touched worked in this movie, and it's a great pick. It's a great pick.
I appreciate that. What about you?
It was a tough one for me because, the writing and the characters are so good. And I wanted to give it to Josh, but I ended up giving it to Timmy because he's just on fire in this movie. He's the center of this movie. And like, yes, the writing and all that stuff is great, but I feel like it also doesn't work if you don't have someone that can do the charming, but also be an asshole and play the duality of a character that a lot of people don't want to root for. Some people might. And he was cool. He was charming and unlikable. The final scene in the hospital was insane. The robbery scene I talked about. All the moments with Kay on the phone. Like, the guy's just dripping in cool, man. He was amazing.
I love that aspect of the movie too. Just like how smooth he was with Kay, and just like his wordplay of just knowing the perfect things to say. And like that was another scene too, like with Kay when he was watching her act, and he's like, that guy can't act. Like, he didn't commit. Like, the door was unlocked, so he stopped acting. You know, they play into it. And then and she's like, listen to what this guy just said. And then he gets into it. He's like, I don't know if you were fully committed, bro. Like,
yeah, it's amazing. And then he slaps the knife off the table, flips up, and like he's like, man, if you're gonna go dramatic, then go dramatic. Like and Timmy, it feels like he's not acting. It feels like this because we see him in like interviews and podcasts and stuff, and he's just like seems like an everyday guy that's comfortable in all these situations. So when Marty gets in a situation, he's not an actor. He's never in this play world. Yeah. But as soon as he steps into it, he's just like, man, you got to break through the door. That's what I would have done. It's just, it's so great. It's so great.
That's great. That's a great MVP. That was where I leaned to. I was like, it's either Josh or it's Marty to get
100%
MVP. Yeah. That's a great pick.